Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lover Pretend. So we are still on the common route, so I don't know how long it's gonna take to get to Riku's actual route, but let's get going. Alright, the camp was almost over. 2 days had passed since we started filming. It was the afternoon before the final day. And then the moment finally came.
でも、僕はやっと見つけ出した。そう。僕の居場所は、本物の居場所は、
Oh.
ここに。
はい、カット。
Oh.
これでクランクアップです。皆さん、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でした。
Thank you. It's finally over. Yeah, I'd be super excited. The clapboard snapped and the crew broke out in applause. Some people collapsed to the floor in exhaustion. Some bit their lip and prayed to the heavens. Everyone reacted in their own way, but they all smiled with the same sense of accomplishment.
いやー、終わった終わった。もう無理。もう死ぬ。俺これからロッジ戻って寝るから。起こしに来たやつ乗ろうからな。お疲れ様。上久保くんはメイクに雑用にサブカメラにずっと動きっぱなしだったね。いや、ほんとお疲れ。今回はマジで感謝してるよ。俺たち芝居する側と違ってスタッフはみんなほぼ徹夜だしさ。なんか申し訳ないっつうか。
Yeah, you should feel bad, son.
あ、いやいや、役者が顔色悪いと画面映えもしないしメイク大変なんで。
Everyone had a hard time, cast and crew. But thanks to that, we managed to shoot a darn good film. I hope
終わ
so.
った雰囲気を出してるところ、誠に申し訳ないんですが。
What, Makino?
一応言っておきますと。
Oh, yeah, you have to do editing. You have to edit the video.
この後、地獄の編集作業。
Post-production.
ポスプロが待ってますから。
And then you have to be on hold for reshoot possibilities.
ああ、場合によっては別撮りでアフレコの必要もあるからね。
They're right. There's a lot to do after that. Got it. Let me know what I can do.
寝ててください。
Okay. What?
完成がまだとは言いましたが、ここ
Yeah,
から
I
は
don't know
僕の
any
仕
of
事です。
the post-production. Surely I can help with...
ないです。
It's like, no, you don't know what you're doing. Back off. But...
ポスプロは専門の編集機
Yeah,
材とソフト
you
を
can't
使う
just
ことになりますから。
help. You have to actually know what you're doing.
本当に一人だけで大丈夫？
Freaking headphones. Sorry.
気持ちはありがたいですが、今から編集の仕方を教える方が手間がかかってしまいますので。
Makino checked the data, issued orders to the crew, and had equipment brought to his room. Jeez, Makino. Well, he knows what he needs to get done.
大丈夫ですよ。
Bye. Have fun. Makino walked past, clapped me on the shoulder, and laughed.
少し前までの
I
僕
do
だ
like
ったら
him.
重圧で逃げようとしたかもしれませんけど、
I don't think I would like his personality, but I kind of do.
みんなの努力を見た後で逃げるわけにはいきませんから。
Alright. Since I've been told to simply wait for the film to be finished, I felt somewhat uneasy throughout the night. Eventually, the time came for the two teams to present their short films.
みんな集まっている
Yeah,
よ
the
うだな。
post-production is... I feel like the hardest part. We'd all gathered in the lesson room to wait the director's arrival. The final results wouldn't be announced here, but it was the culmination of the auditions that had been running since June. Every cast and crew member was present, and they'd set up a projector. See, I wouldn't be able to do it because I can't watch something I was a part of. We'd been told that this would be the making of, so people were dressed in their normal clothes, not their camp work gear. The room was familiar, but the atmosphere felt new and refreshing. People are looking
まず
nice
は
now.
例
They're
から
gonna
言
do
わせ
a
てほしい。
behind the scenes.
2週間に及ぶ合宿、ご苦労だった。
Alright, Yuzo.
本合宿の目的は主役と準主役を選抜するためのものだったが、誰が主役となってもおかしくないほど、
I think the
み
route
んな
will
が
start
質の
after the
高い演
camp's
技を
over.
見せてくれていた。
That's my guess.
監督の言う通り、みんなの成長具合
My
に
favorite
は
man.
正直驚いたぜ。
ま、この俺が精魂込めてしごいた
Why
甲斐があ
can't
ったって
he
も
have
ん
a
よ。
route? I swear.
成長したっていう割に花井さん合宿中は全然褒めてくれなかったじゃないですか。
それにしごきというか、もう半分パワハラでしょ、あれは。
Mad with power.
お前ら褒めたらすぐ調子に乗るからだろうが。
Wow, everyone's so easygoing now. Yeah, we all got comfortable with each other.
それではこれからミニドラマを上映した上で最終選考に移りたいと思います。
I didn't notice that Ichiro has flowers.
選考の結果は持ち帰ってから後日発表となりますが、このドラマの出来が大きく選考を左右する、そう思ってください。
Okay. It's finally happening. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous.
緊張するねこれ。
I really don't want to sit and watch it.
あ、でも西島さんはこの雰囲気ももう慣れたもんじゃない？
そんなことはないよ。このドラマの出来でオーディションの最終選考が決まる。この独特の緊張感ばかりはどれだけ経験を重ね
He's
ても
like, I
な
don't
れ
care
な
if I
いよ。
get the role anyway, so whatever.
では早速。
と上映はいいけどよ。ハルミの姿が見当たらねえぞ。
Yeah, where's Harumi? Now that you mention it,
それってまずいんじゃね？
wasn't he doing
まさかまだ
post-production?
部屋で寝てるとか。ただの寝坊ならいいけどね。
Should we go get him?
西島さん、確かはるみちゃんの隣の部屋じゃなかったっけ？
朝軽く声はかけてみたよ。
Well, then where is he?
もうちょっとだから先に行っててくれの一点張りで。
Wait, you mean
編集終わってねってことか？
you need to get it
マジかよ。
done on time or else it will look bad.
どうされますか、監督。
締め切りの指定は正午だからな。あと30分は待つ。
Yeah, someone needs to go get him.
まずは先に演技未経験組のミニドラマから確認するとしよう。
I hope Makino is okay. I can't leave now, so I have to have faith in him. Can't you just like send him a text message or something? The director shook his head and the video crew moved to follow his orders. If you don't get your film in on time, it's gonna you can't show up to a job interview late, it looks bad. No matter what the excuse is. Eventually bright images began to play on the screen. There's a story about an amateur movie club making a movie for fun.
ああ、楽だよな、カメラマンは。
Now I have to sit
カ
through
メ
their
ラ構えてただ立ってるだけでいいんだしよ。
Alright.
はあ？ふざけんな。それ言うなら脚本なんてな、ネットから原作適当に拾って
You
きて
know what? Writing is
ちょっと
hard.
いじっただけじゃんか。
うっせえよ。役者だって脚本がなかったらただのかかしだろ、棒読み役者。
It's also true. The group had started making the movie on friendly terms. Their club slowly crumbled as petty arguments evolved into broken friendships. But
よし、俺にいい考えがある。
yeah,
脚本、お前カメラ持て。んで、カメラマンは舞台に立って、脚本は役者が
let's
書
switch
け。
it up and see how easy it is for you.
はあ？
A visiting school alumni offered a golden piece of advice: shuffle the roles. That changed everything. When each member had to do someone else's job, they finally understood how difficult it was. Yeah, exactly. Woo! Good job, guys.
カメラ前での演技経験がない者はこういう場でどうしても萎縮した立ち振る舞いが増えてしまうものだが、5人が5人とも臆さず個性を生かして演技に臨んでいる。
The director addressed each candidate by name and offered his polite critiques. After that, he turned to the
浅木
crew.
君の脚本もさすがだな。不慣れな仕事をする展開に持っていき、出演者の演技が慣れていないことに自然な理由をつけ、
I mean, it's pretty smart to have amateurs in that type of position in a story.
さらに途中で役柄をシャッフルさせることで演技の幅をテストしたのか。
さすがは牧野監督。私の狙いは全部お見通しですね。
I'm just happy. I'm probably not gonna see my silver fox anymore.
つうかエイチ
Dang it.
今回の脚本は随分気合入ってたじゃねえか。
可愛い弟子の見ている前で無様な脚本は出せませんから。
Professor Asagi is amazing. Not only did he write a proper story, but he also worked text into it to suit the purpose of the camp. If they do show mine right after this, that's practically public execution. Now I'm really nervous. Yeah, that would... Oh, God.
大丈夫。
Yeah.
こちらの作品も負けていないから。もっと自信を持って。
If Makino shows up with it, though, we can't present it without actually having it.
もうそうだぜ千雪。何作もドラマや映画に出てる西島さんがこう言うんだから間違いねって。
Yeah, you're right. We gave it our best shot, after all. I felt a renewed optimism, willing things to go well.
では、もう一組も上映を始めたいが。
Freaking Harumi, you
は
had...
るみはまだ来ていないようだな。
This is not good, Harumi. You have to get stuff here on time. Oh no!
改めてどうされますか、監督。
この業界は時間との戦いだ。撮影に入れば、タイムキーパーのもと、分刻みで予定が動く。それを理解していないのならば、残念ながら撮影など。
Please wait! I heard myself cry out. Can I go get him? I need to make sure he's okay. Crap, I blurted it out without thinking.
脚本助手の上田くんか。何か意見でも？
I'll go get him right now. All eyes were on me as I stood there, breaking out into a cold sweat. But I wasn't about to back down now. Absolutely won't let all of our work on this film go to waste. You said the deadline for our team to submit the film is noon, right? There's still time.
確かにそうだが、せいぜいあと5分足らずしかない。
Yeah, but as long as he gets here on time, I think that it should be fine.
この短い時間待ったところで、一体何が変わると？
Well, it's still before the deadline. You said it yourself, sir. Every second counts. Delays may be outrageous, but that goes for moving things up without warning, too. Since when does every aspect of a production happen precisely on time anyway? Problems come up all the time, from bad weather to technical issues, am I wrong? Just as a cloudy day can give way to sunshine in a matter of minutes. The situation could completely change in the next 5. You mad woman, you actually said it. You talked back to Yuzo Makino, the #1 director in the film industry. The room buzzed around me and I felt myself growing faint. Even Nishijima with his ever-present mask was gaping at me. Then the unthinkable happened.
なるほど。一理あるか。
Mr. Makino nodded coolly, conceding.
いいだろう。所詮はあと数分だが。
Yeah, okay, well, we need,
他ならぬ私自身が言った言葉だからな。
We need our little baby, Chibi Makino, to get out here quickly. Then we can wait?
ああ。ひとまずは完全に帝国が来るまで待って。
その必要は。
About frickin' time, little Makino. Yes. Makino!
遅くなって申し訳ありません。ご迷惑をおかけしました。
はるみちゃんが来たってことは、ひょっとして。
はい。ちょうど今しがた。
Jeez, kid.
ギリギリですが完成しました。僕たちのミニドラマ。プリテンドヒーローが。
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
よっしゃ
The cringe. Love you,
俺は来る
Kazuma.
って信じてたぜ。
つい今の今まで
I love
泣きそう
Kazuma
な
so
顔で
much.
焦っていたような。
いやーマジで俺も焦ったよ。滑り込みセーフとかはるみちゃんエンタメ性溢れすぎじゃない？
Harumi-chan.
別にわざとじゃないんですが。
We're so glad you can make it. Now they can review the film.
ええ。
Yeah, like people's livelihoods are kind of in stake for this. Come on. Makino straightened and faced the director.
監督。期限ギリギリで恐縮ですが、動画データをクラウドに上げました。
So they're supposed to be related, right? I don't see the relation.
お前が無事に作品を完成させるとはな。
別に僕が一人で作り上げたわけじゃありません。
Why are we having this drama?
むしろ 僕の力はほんの微々たるものですから。
As Makino spoke, the screen flickered to life once more. Please don't make me watch it. Please. Our film finally began to play. I'm cringing back. I can't.
僕は俳優をやめたいんです。
Riku was an action star who found early success as a stuntman in superhero shows. We know which superhero shows are. But he grew dissatisfied with his career, one in which he had to hide his face and his name, and his characters were more famous than him. He began thinking of quitting the action scene for good. One day he met Senna, a young ex-actor who had left the industry after a traumatic event.
もうほっといてくれ。ダメなんだよ俺は。自分のミスで舞台をぶち壊しにしたあの日から。人前に立つのは怖いんだ。
What'd you do? Set the stage on fire? Unable to bear the weight of his past failure, he couldn't bring himself to act anymore.
じゃあ、なんで君は今も一人で稽古していたの？未練がましく、人目を避けてまで観客のいないこの舞台に立つのはなぜ？
Senna hadn't really given up on his dreams, and Riku offered him a way out.
簡単なことだよ。どうしても舞台に立ちたいなら、
Try
た
out
っ
for a
た一
role.
つだけ。ほう。
それは
君が君でなくなればいい。
You suck, stop being you. Riku made Senna an offer. Would Senna become his stand-in for superhero roles, making him the new stuntman? Senna accepted the offer despite his doubts, and he took up acting behind a mask. Meanwhile, Riku finally gained the freedom he craved and headed off in a new direction. However...
セナ、お前本当にいいのか？
Yeah, does Senna get paid for the work?
でも俺は感謝してるんだ。夢は一度ついて
I mean, he
しま
could
って
just
も
be a stuntman.
完全になくなったわけじゃない。一度の失敗で全てを失った気になってた俺は。
Wouldn't the people there know that that's not the same guy? I mean, I know they wear a costume, but Senna only thought of being on stage despite knowing he was being used. While watching Senna act, Riku found old memories bubbling to the surface. He didn't become an actor for fame or fortune. He'd chosen that path in order to move people. Now that he'd finally remembered his true passion, he set off to make it happen.
でも、僕はやっと見つけ出した。
Good for you.
そう。僕の居場所は、本物の居場所は、ここ。
What? Amazing. I'm not gonna comment. There are so many ways I could express how I feel right now. All I can say is that was amazing.
撮影中は完成した後のことなんて考える余裕なかったけどさ。こうして改めて見てみると、やっぱ超感慨深いものがあるね。
I love Senna's design. I just don't like the flirty. I like flirty characters. I just don't like the playboy
どの
characters.
シーンも演技もセリフも目の前で見たはずなのに映像で見ると別物っつうか目の前のことが信じられねえ。
Yeah, I totally get you. It's like seeing the puzzle finish for the first time after only having scattered pieces.
映画は魔法だと、そう表現する評論家もいるよ。現実の風
I
景
didn't
を
like
枠
it.
で
I'm just gonna straight up say I
それ
didn't
だ
like
けで
it.
現実が非現実になる。それが映画の最大の魅力だと。
I think I understand. It's like my script absorbed all that energy and took on a life of its own.
ええ、誰か一人じゃない。みんなの
Everyone around us was sharing their impressions of our short film. Even though we're amateurs, I never expected it to turn out this good. I wonder what the director thinks. Once the applause died down, Mr. Makino spoke up.
まず、それぞれの芝居に関してだが、
Is he gonna get mad at us? As before, the director addressed each actor and evaluated their performances. While his critiques were strict, he precisely pointed out their strengths and weaknesses. Everyone listened intently. He was probably strict because the actors are not amateurs, but the production team was. Then he turned his attention to the crew.
しかし、作品全体の話でいくと、問題点としてカメラワークが悪いな。俳優陣の演技は目を見張るが、見せたい部分にピントが合っていないのが実に惜しい。
Okay, but you put an amateur crew with these actors.
あと音声も拾いきれてねえし、場面のつなぎも甘いとこあるな。
Okay, but we're not evaluating. This is for an acting role, not for a crew role. So
ですね。シーン3と4の間は歩き出す動作をカット前に入れれば、それだけで自然とつながるはず。
Where are we? Now that they mention it.
そうだな。撮影中は気づきづらいが、冷静に視聴者視点で見直してみれば、いくつもあらが見えてくるはずだ。
I still don't really understand why I guess we're working with them, so it's kind of like you're getting a work evaluation. After all that work we put into this, is he just going to slam it?
じゃあこのドラマの評価は？
だが、俳優陣の魅力を出すために、スタッフが懸命に努
Well,
力
we're
した点
trying to
は
get actors. We're
はっ
not
きりと
trying to
見て
get
取れ。
crew. I don't get.
私は当然各候補たちの出演作に一通り目
What
を
you
通してい
should
る
only
んだ。
really be evaluating is how well the actors did even with an amateur crew. You know?
このミニドラマでの俳優陣は、各自の代表作にも勝る勢いで生き生きと演じていたように思う。
The director highlighted specific instances of this for each cast member.
もう少しスタッフが経験を重ねていれば、どんな作品になったのか、とても楽しみになった。
Okay, but don't let that dock the actors because that's just kind of silly. Just like that, he gave his verdict.
それはどういう？
二度も言わせるな。いい作品だったという話だ。
Good job, little Makino. Really? Yay! Oh, look at us, we're cute.
よっしゃー、やったぜ、高評価いただいた。
Ah, Kazuma, you remind me of like 90% of my friends. I know, I'm so happy. We worked so hard on this.
喜びすぎだと思うよ。ただ褒められただけなのに。そもそも褒められても結果は別だから。
I see you there, Senna, trying to
この後
grab our
キャス
hands.
トの選考が。
はいはい、西島さん。野暮なことは一個なし。西島さんだって出来が褒められて悪い気分はしないっしょ。
Wait, why was Senna on our team if the actors were supposed to be veterans and the crew was supposed to be amateurs? I just realized that Senna's an amateur actor.
まあ、それは確かに。
お、つーか牧野くんってば、なんか
I
涙ぐんじゃ
love
ってない？
Kazuma.
バカなこと言わないでください。眠気が限界であくびしただけです。
You're so cute, Makino. Thank you, Makino. You basically did it all alone in the end. Makino looked away bashfully as I thanked him.
確かに編集作業は一人でしたけど。
Editing is hard, man.
一人じゃなかった気がします。
Oh, you. I watched them all celebrate with a mixture of joy and relief. I looked back at the screen, which had gone dark after the film ended. Mom, you're watching up there. Have I gotten a little closer to you? We'll see. The audition results would be revealed during the later presentation. We got through the entire 2-week camp and now it was the final night. Woo! It's been a fulfilling 2 weeks. I cleaned my room, finished the last of my work, and headed for the lobby. It's hard to say goodbye to this place, but I'll be going home tomorrow morning. I would be super stoked to get home. Feels like I've been living in a dream that ended in a flash. It wasn't a dream, though. From the very first line I wrote, just text on a page, it was all woven into a screenplay, a set of instructions people use to craft a stage. Senna, Nishijima, and the rest of the cast breathed life into my words. A fire crackled to life in my chest as I remembered the moment we finished the story. I think I understand Mom now. Or now, Mom. Sorry, my bad. You probably became a screenwriter for that very moment. Yeah, maybe. I thought we were trying to figure out who her dad is, not get closer to her mom. Warmth in my chest lifted me up, and I clenched my fists. Once I go home, no, it doesn't matter where I'm headed. I won't be able to still my pounding heart unless I hurry up and write my next story. As I stood there fidgeting, I heard a bemused voice call out from beside me. Hi, sweetie. Please don't be our dad. Mr. Hanai, how long have you been standing there? Yep, everything's... Yes, I'm fine. Actually, far from it. I'm so excited that I can't calm down. How has she not been any, like, in the drama clubs or something that had her do this? He's so fine. I'm so sad he's not around. Thank you. Mr. Hanai gave me a warm pat on the shoulder, then snapped his fingers pointing my way. Yeah, the one in our film?
Oh.
Your film?
Oh,
cool. Ooh, you gonna come with me? A festival? Summer's in full swing too. That sounds fun. No. Well, thank you. I will gladly take some of the guys with me. After saying so, Mr. Hanai waved farewell and walked away. I'm so sad to see you go. A festival at the shrine, huh? Actually, this could be a great excuse. The camp's over, but I haven't made any progress in finding my father. I also haven't been able to get to know the people who might give me a lead, like Senna and Nishijima, as much as I would have liked. I hardly talked to Senna. I'm on a much friendlier basis with Makino now, but I haven't learned anything new there either. Maybe I should use this chance to get closer to them. I feel the most distant from Nishijima right now, even though he's the one I've been chasing the entire time. I think I've gotten to know everyone else a lot better over the course of the camp. But I still don't know very much about him despite investigating his father. The more I talk to him, the less I feel like I know him. That's called having a dual personality, one for work and one for private. At the very least, I want to make progress on that front before this camp is over. I don't expect us to become friends, but I hope I can at least stay in touch so I can ask him about his father later. Because that won't be weird at all. So, do you think your dad cheated on your mom and had a fling with my mom, and that's why we're... Anyway, spurred on by my mission, I searched for Nishijima. Come hell or high water, I would talk to him. They use a lot of these weird sayings I don't actually hear people ever say.
長かった合宿もこれでついに終わりか。俺的には結構手応えあったけど、選ばれるのは主役と準主役のたった2人だけだもんな。
I have a feeling it's gonna be Nishijima and Senna.
俺はぶっちゃけ受かる気は全然しないけどさ。
Oh, that's sad, Ozumi. Ozumi.
俺は通行人でもいいから出たい。
I wanna be an extra.
それエキストラじゃん。
Hey, being an extra is great.
けど、仮に落選したとしても、すっげえいい勉強になった。
You can make connections even as an extra.
発表されるまではまだ誰が受かるかは分かりませんよ。
Hey, Nishijima.
誰が選ばれてもおかしくない。
I'm gonna come drag you to a
監
festival
督
you
自
don't
身が
want
言ってましたし。
よく言うぜ西島。お前が一番可能性あるだろ。
And the poor guy doesn't even want the role. Nishijima was smiling and chatting with the rest of the candidates. I peeped on their conversation from afar. They look really excited to be free from the camp. I'm happy for them, but it'll be hard to get a word in.
そういや聞いたか。
今夜近くで祭りある。
And there it is.
あ、いいね。せっかくだし合宿の終了記念にみんなで行ってみねえか。
It's really easy. You just kind of like to break the ice. Just go walk in and be like, hey, so if you guys want, there's a summer festival going on. If anyone wants to go, just thought I'd let you all know. It's really not that hard breaking the ice. It's just nerve-wracking. Uh-oh, if they do, I'll lose my precious chance to talk to Nishijima alone. Just as I was beginning to feel alarmed, Nishijima shook his head.
すみません。行きたいのは山々ですが、
Well, now he's gonna use that excuse
実は
on
少
us.
し前から頭痛がして、人の多いところは辛いので、皆さんだけで行ってもらえれば。
That's a horrible
あ、
excuse.
そっか。ならしょうがないな。
お土産買ってきてやるから、おとなしく寝てろよ。
期待しないで待ってます。
Bye. Sorry, I didn't want to hang out with them. Now's my chance. The group of actors trickled away like a receding tide. Once there was no one else around, I stepped out into sight. Hello, Nishijima. Hi.
ああ、上田さん。
Yes.
ひょっとして見ていたの？
I am that awkward, yes. Yes, but I didn't want to interrupt. You said you had a headache. Are you okay?
ええ、なんとか。合宿で頑張りすぎたせいかな。
Well, that's too bad. I wanted to go to the festival with you. With a slight frown, I lowered my voice. That's an act, isn't it? Of course it is.
どうしてそう思うのかな？
You just don't like hanging out with people. Call it intuition. After all, I've been observing you for weeks. Really seems like you had a headache, but I wondered if you were just acting, then you didn't faint it at all, so I came in. Am I wrong? His silence means I'm right. But why? Is it because he doesn't feel the need to lie to me? Why drop the act in front of me?
さあ、なんで？
Because he knows that you know he's two-faced and he just doesn't care anymore. It's less energy to keep it up. To not keep it up. I feel like he's teasing me. Alright then. Anyway, do you hate going to festivals enough to lie your way out of one?
いや、嫌いとか好きとか、それ以前の問題かな。
Okay.
イベントのゲストならともかく、普通に祭りに行ったことなんて、
Let's go
これ
have
までの
fun.
人生で一度もないので。
Festivals are fun. Wait, never? Didn't your parents ever take you to one when you were a little girl? Do you know whose parents are?
有名勢ってやつかな。僕は幼いうちから子役として。
Do you know who
それ
he
なりに
is?
顔が
He
売
was
れ
a
てしまった
child actor. He can't go do normal kid stuff.
トラブルを起こさないために、父からそういう場所を避けるよう
Just wear a
言われて
mask.
きてる。
Don't they have those full face masks at those festivals?
父自身も昔はそれなりに人気のある俳優だったしね。
Didn't you feel left out? Of course he did.
別に
Don't lie to me.
昔から避けるのが当たり前だ
Don't
った
you
から
lie to me.
そんなこと考えたこともないかな。
Oh, right. So he never really thought it was out of the ordinary, so he didn't even think about it. I guess that makes sense. It doesn't sound like he's playing the tough, but in response to Nishijima's dispassionate confession, what should I do? Crowded places are risky for him. I learned that firsthand. Maybe just a taste? Then, why don't we just go get you a taste of the festival feel?
雰囲気というと？
Haven't you been in a movie or something that has festivals in it? You know, eating yakisoba, shaved ice, takoyaki. Takoyaki, so good. Candy apples.
見事に食べ物ばかりのような気がするのはなんで
Those all
か
sound good, but what? Once we're near the shrine, I'll go buy the classic festival foods. Then we can eat them together while we listen to the live music. How about it? Let me know if there's anything at all that you want to try. I'll buy it right away. Choco bananas! Oh, okay. Yeah, taking him to a festival would probably not be a good idea. Whoa. He laughed, and it was totally different from usual. Was it a real one this time? Oh, he clammed up again. Eventually, Nishijima raised his hands in surrender and sighed.
わかった。わかりました。そんなことをしたところで虚しいだけだと思うんだけど。君がそれで満足いくのなら神社の近くまでは付き合います。
Yes! Early bird gets the worm, as they say. Let's get going. I pumped my fist in a show of confidence and made way for the festival alongside Nishijima. I can't believe he hasn't been to a festival. What a shame. I have to at least teach him how to enjoy that festival feel, and then we can talk. It's like me with people who've never been to actual like rodeos. I'm like, you've never been to a rodeo? They're awesome! Oh, Nishijima, I can see the lanterns. After walking along the barren path, we soon approached the shrine grounds.
ここからではよく見えないけど、割と大きな規模のお祭りみたいだ
Just
ね。
stay out of sight, put on a face mask and a baseball cap or something. Yes, it's bustling with people. There's tons of shops and the smells are so good. Gosh, it smells heavenly.
そんなに食べたければ、今からでも祭りの場に混ざってくれば。
Because I want to mingle with you and Nishijima.
上久保くんあたりならきっとその辺にいそうな気がするし。
I want to hang out with you, Nishijima. No.
検討もせずバッサリ切ったね。
I'm not going to leave you behind after I took the trouble to bring you here. If you're leaving, then so am I.
物好きな人だね。
Yes, yes I am.
あんな楽しそうな人の場に混じらず、僕とここで眺めてる方がいいとか。
Nishijima smiled warily and gazed at the glow of the paper lanterns. Maybe I'm imagining it, but he looks kind of happy. What are your thoughts on the festival? It's loud. That's your take on it?
ここから遠目に見るだけじゃ感想も何もないと
Do you
思う。
want to go in? Like, what do you want? That's true.
でも
Music's
そうだね。
fun.
祭り林の音色にほのかな明かり。
Ooh.
君が連れてきたいと思った理由。
Festivals are
少
fun.
しだけわかるような気がするよ。
But Japan during the summer is hellish, so when I'm this close to him, I'm reminded of something. Nishijima has a really pretty face.
どうしたの？飽きたなら。
Oh, sorry. No, there's nothing at all. But since we're here, I'll go buy something. What would you like?
何でもいいよ。
Takoyaki.
君のおすすめで。
Takoyaki. A suggestion.
あれ？
What? Think of something?
ふわ
Cotton
ふわ
candy. Fwa fwa.
のわた
Cotton candy. Ah,
わたあめ。
cotton candy. I'll go buy some, so please wait for me. Just cotton candy? Alright. I wonder if he'll be happy. Not sure if cotton candy would be enough. I also picked up some yakisoba, which I'd eat if he didn't. Then I made my way back to Nishijima. I hear voices around the corner. Just as I rounded the corner, I saw several men were speaking to Nishijima, their backs to me. Aren't those the other candidates? What should I do? If they see us together after he lied his way out of going with them, they might get the wrong idea. I need a good excuse to get out of this. I swayed, unable to think of an escape plan when Nishijima spotted me. Subtly, so as not to be noticed, he pointed at the path I just come from. I slipped away without a word. Whew! It could have been bad if they'd seen me. What now, though? I could hide here, or did he mean I should head back to camp? I stood there contemplating my options. I heard the sound of someone running this way amid a chorus of shouts. It was Nishijima who came around the corner. Nishijima, what?
行こ
He's like, I'm leaving. Let's go. Oh! Nishijima took my hand and pulled me into a run alongside him. Hey!
う。少し我慢して。それ落とさないように
That
ね。
poor cotton candy would be on the ground. Okay. I did my very best to keep hold of the food I brought for us. See, this is why takoyaki would have been better. Once we reached the campground, we did finally stop to catch our breath.
急にごめんね。走らせちゃって。
It's okay, we did walk part of the way at least. I had to take a few more deep breaths before I felt stable
上田
again.
さんがいなくなって少し経った時に彼らがやっぱり祭り会場の方から歩いてきてね。気づかないふりしてさっさと逃げればよかったんだけど。
So that's what happened.
断った手前、君と来ているのがバレたらあまり良くはないかと
So
思っ
we
て。
are on the same... Okay, yeah, we thought the same thing. I was thinking the same thing, although I didn't expect you to come running like that.
そう？
No, that's kind of... Nope. I was thinking of just hiding there and then coming back here by myself.
なんで
Huh? Well, I didn't want to make things more difficult for you.
別に僕は迷惑じゃないけど。
Okay. But you just said it wouldn't have been good if they found out.
それは頭痛のはずの僕を君が連れ出したと思われたら君が悪く言われるかもしれないでしょ。
You could have just said that I wanted to go, but I didn't feel comfortable going by myself, but then you didn't feel good, so I thought I'd get you some food. As a thank you for walking me there. Oh. Wait. That's what he meant? It was for my sake? So he actually worried about me? I don't trust a thing that comes out of this man's mouth. The impression I had of him up until now wavered a little. I see him as a stoic, aloof sort of guy who was indifferent to the world around him. Meanwhile, I'd been sulking around him, prying for information, dragging him out to a public place. If anything, I assumed he disliked me. Doesn't sound like he's deceiving me, and I'm sure he doesn't have any particularly strong feelings towards me to begin with. Coming from him, though, this open display of goodwill is kind of awkward. Alright then. How about we eat the stuff I bought? It sure looks good. Can't let it go to waste. The cotton candy will melt if we leave it much longer. What? I've never had cotton candy. Is it? Oh, it is Japan and it's summer, so yeah, okay. Also, I got some yakisoba. I like yakisoba. So let's eat over there. I jabbed my way son. I babbled away my sudden shyness and started jogging over to a nearby picnic table. Ah! Did I just drop the food? I must have been tired from running, though, because right when I turned, I tripped over my own feet. Oh no, I'm gonna fall! Not the food! I felt something embrace me and opened my eyes. Not the food! Yeah.
上田さんって時々おっちょこちょいだよね。
Yeah, yes, our MC can't. Sorry about that.
どういたしまして。
Did I drop the food? You're kind of different than usual tonight, Nishijima.
そうかな。
Yeah, you're actually being nice. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I mean, you're being nicer.
それじゃまるで僕が普段冷たい人間みたいじゃない？
Yes, your royal iceness. It is. You are usually cold. Well, you are and you aren't, I suppose. I suppose.
さすがの僕もオーディションが無事終わったことでテンションが上がってるのかも。なんだかんだ楽しんでたみたい。
Nishijima smiled with more enthusiasm than usual, which brought a smile out of me too. So, because Kazuya never mind. Or was our friend who our best friend just left us and didn't take us to the festival. I'm a little confused. Woo, fireworks! They're so pretty. Familiar sights and sounds of summer fireworks livened up the night sky. Oh, wait, he never let us go. We're still in his arms. Ah.
綺麗だね。
You can let go of me, sir. They're pretty as he looks in the opposite direction of the fireworks. Sorry. Yeah. After taking in the sparkling fireworks, I was hit by a wave of guilt. Hey, I'm sorry.
どうしたの？もうさっき謝ったでしょ。
Well, this isn't about how you saved me from falling. When I asked you to go see the festival, I dragged you along against your will. It's my fault that you got caught up in some trouble and didn't get to enjoy the event. Then we had to run back to...
僕をバカにしてる？
Yes. Huh?
確かに君について行ったけど、もともと彼らにも誘われていたんだよ。
That is true.
でもそれは断った。
You gonna eat your cotton candy or is it gonna melt in the
誘いに
humidity?
乗るか断るかは
I guess
僕
we're
自
gonna let it
身が
melt.
決められて、そして君の誘いに乗ったのは僕が決めたこと。わかる？責任の所在は明確だと思うけど。
Yeah, if he didn't want to come with us, he would have said no.
なのに君に責任を押し付けるような情けない人間に
Dude, I don't even really know you. I spent 2 weeks with you. Vaguely. Not even 2 weeks.
あの時みたいに自分が悪役になればそれでいいっていうのはよくな。あの時は
Alright, the
君が
chair.
必死だったから
I still don't know what type of
つい
chair it
話を合
was.
わせてしまったけどやっぱり違うと思うんだ。
Why? It's not like this is my actual job. I'm just kind of apprenticing. Oh, here. Oh, the chair thing. Thanks, then. I think it's just stating the facts, not telling me what I want to hear. But even that was an act of kindness. I looked up at his face. He's so close. Why are you still holding us? Nearly close enough to touch. I'm okay now, so could you back up?
ああ
You're in my bubble, sir. Feeling suddenly embarrassed, I stood up just as the fireworks came faster and more intense. Finale! Seemed to be the finale. Or the final, whatever. Finale. We stood there in silence as the vigor— that was a short fireworks display, or we were in each other's arms for a while. We stood there in silence as the vigorous pops trailed off, leaving nothing but smoky auras in the night sky. Aw, it's over now.
できるなら祭りの雰囲気もう少し味わいたかったけど差し当たってはこれで十分。
Next time we need to get Kazuma to do your makeup and make you look like a completely different person and throw a wig on you, and then you can go out. Of course. Not that I really did anything. Mishijima's eyes flicked from the sky toward me. I could almost see myself in them.
そういえば一つ提案が。後で連絡先交換してくれないかな。
Okay, let's. Huh? I'm fine with that. Are you sure? He's the one
嫌
who
なら
asked.
自分から提案しないよ。
Exactly. He's the one who brought it up. What's that supposed to mean?
さて、いい加減食べようか。あ、焼きそばは君が
You
食
don't
べてい
like
いよ。
yakisoba? Okay, more for me. Okay, I got 2 pairs of disposable chopsticks, so let me know if you want any.
ありがとう。
Takoyaki would have been my pick, but whatever. Well, that was fun. I'm not Later. I returned to my room in the camp lodge. I was relaxing, basking in the afterglow of the festival. Out of the blue, I was summoned by Professor Asagi, who made my... So I made my way to the meeting room. I wonder what he wants at this hour.
あ、空いているのでどうぞ。
Yes. Wait here. Did you need... Hi! Our silver box. Hello, Mr. Hanai. You as well, Mr. Makino.
おう、日中はお疲れさん。
アルミともどもいい経験になっただろう。おかげでこちらも選考がはかどった。
Okay. Thank you. I apologize for speaking out of turn today.
別に構わん。むし
Yeah,
ろ感心
balls,
した。
kid.
私に真正面から意見を言うものは最近ではあまり見ないからな。
Oh. Is that a compliment? Some people actually like that, yes. Why are these two here anyway? I shot my mentor a questioning look and he offered a slight nod in return.
監督たちに来ていただいたのは他でもありません。
Which is...
先日話をした君の
Oh,
母親
see,
についてです。
I like this man, how he operates. What? Wait. I thought that conversation ended with the understanding that I'm not related to you or your father.
ええ。僕としてはその結論のまま
See,
終わらせてもよかった
he's
のかもしれ
direct. I like this. I like him being direct. It's like,
だけどそのまま終わりに
he's
した
like,
ら
I'm gonna just talk to the people
どうにも落ち
involved
着かなかったの。
and get this out of the way.
もともとはあのドラマの関係者がという話だった
So
でし
he
ょ。
went to the people who worked there and went, hey, so she's
そ
actually
こに
related
つい
to
て
that
は何も解
screenwriter.
決していない。当時を知る協力者が必要だと
I
思い
love this man.
監
Thank
督
you.
と花井さんに事
Thank
情
you
を
for
説明
not
しました。
running in circles, trying to be sneaky or whatever, and just being direct and be like, hey, yo. Her mom was this director or this screenwriter. She worked on this film and she thinks that her dad was part of it. Can you help the girl out? Thank you, Ichiro. Thank you. Oh.
勝手な判断で
Probably
申し訳
best
な
if
い
you didn't, because she probably would have been like, no, I want to figure this out by myself and figure out the long way and be sneaky about it. It's a bit of a shock, but my investigation is at a standstill. Because you're not asking anyone. You're too nervous. Please don't be. To be honest, I was at dead end, so it's a great help. I turned back to the other two, and Mr. Makino narrowed his eyes at me and thought.
上田か。最初に君の名を聞いた時にも、かすかに覚えのある名字だと思ったが、江原かな子くんの本名だったとはな。不思議な縁もあったものだ。
It's like, yeah, I remember him. You know my mother. He worked on the movie.
よく覚えている。新人ながら成長が期待できる素晴らしい才能を持った脚本家だった。
And for some reason, she just stopped.
あの作品の後もオファーをかけたかったが、連絡が取れなくなってしまった。
Oh, it was back in the day they didn't have cell phones.
まさか、すでに亡くなっていたとは。
Yeah.
遅くなったが。
Thanks.
奥や。
Thank you, sir. I'm sure she would be happy to hear that. She never told me about her work as a screenwriter before she died. But my grandmother spoke of it often. She said my mother saw it as her life's greatest achievement.
そうか。
At least Mr. Makino seems to be nice. Please don't be our dad.
脚本家がお嬢ちゃんのおふくろさんだったとはな。俺もあれの撮影当時はまだ20歳前の若造だったけど。
Okay, well, he's definitely most likely not our dad then, unless her mom liked him young, and that's kind of creepy.
なんつってもあの時ちょい役であのドラマに出させてもらってから。俺の俳優としての道が開けた。
I know you were proud of it. You have a copy and you showed it to us.
上田ちゃんのおふくろさんはその意味では俺の恩人ってやつだな。
I want you to be around so bad. Wow, it really is a small world. Bro, you know that. He was... I nodded in earnest and the director fixed me with a stare.
では本題に入ろう。
But because he has the same logo as
君は実の父を探しているそうだ。
He probably has no row. I'm so sad. Yes, I am.
先に結論から言わせてもらうと。
He's like, I didn't sleep with her, so let's just get me
私
off
は
the
君の
list.
父ではない。
Huh?
確かに監督と脚本という関係上、
He's like, I had
つ
no
ながり
interest.
があ
I
った
was
のは
married.
事実だが、
I had a wife, a kid.
彼女と打ち合わせをした時には、
Well, I had a
常
wife.
に助監や制作が同席していたし、プライベートで会ったこともない。
Ah. Man after my own heart. I keep my work life and my private life completely separate.
完全に疑念を払拭したいのならば、DNA 鑑定に応じても構わんが。
No, I believe you, dude. No, that's alright. You don't have to go that far. I believe you, sir. No, I feel ashamed for suspecting you. I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, considering your son's only like a year older than me.
出演してたとはいえ脇役だったし。
I was 17 at the time. I hope your mom was not interested.
脇役仲間とばっかり喋ってたな。それこそお嬢ちゃんのおふくろさんどころか。あの時は監督とほとんど話したことなかったしな。
So relieved he's not our dad. I can continue the thirst after him. I see. Thank you for telling me.
役に立てず申し訳ない。
Did you guys not notice her fraternizing with anyone at all on the set? Oh, please don't apologize. I appreciate the insight. It's brought me a step closer to the truth. It's knocked 3 people off my list.
ことはないかな。
Hmm?
当時の状況を知る人がいるんだから、今疑問は解消しておくといい。
Did my mom talk to anyone while we... Oh, if you wouldn't mind. From your point of view, were there any men who were especially close to my mother?
何分昔のことだから、記憶もあや
I
ふや
mean,
ではあるが。
Senna's dad was a playboy, so I mean...
主演を務めていた西島康介君は、相談があるからと、
Okay.
積極的に
Yeah,
声
but
をか
that
けて
could
い
be
た
for
よ。
role stuff. It doesn't mean he is interested. Ah.
ああ、その話なら俺も知ってます。
All right.
なんか息子の出番を増やせないかって脚本に直談判に言ってたとか。
Yeah, I doubt it's Nishijima's dad. Do you mean Riku?
ああ。つっても逆に言や同じ現場に息子がいたわけだしな。
親子俳優を売りにしていた彼が、その肩書きに傷がつくような不定を働くとは思えませんね。
Yeah, I doubt it was Nishijima's dad. That's reasonable.
声をかけていたと言っても、そもそも彼女が現場
That's
に
why
来ることは
I don't
ほと
actually
んど
think
な
it
かっ
was
た
a
から
guy that was connected to that movie at all. I think it might have been a crew member, maybe, or someone she met at a coffee shop one time. I don't know. Really?
ああ、制作が始まる際の顔合わせと本読みに一回同席していたぐらいだったかな。
Okay.
俺としては セナピーの方がよほど怪しいと思うんですよ。
Senna, yeah, he was a
どう
playboy.
ですかね。
セナ君か。否
I
定
wonder
は
where
でき
that
んな。
actually is. Is he the same producer you mentioned back during the initial resume screening?
セナ君の父親、セナ陽介プロデューサーですね。
Yosuke Senna.
私はお会いしたことはないけれど。
あの人な。当時から女癖悪かったしな。
Thank you, Takaya.
新人にも手出してたらしいし、脚本家食っててもおかしくは。
Our poor mommy fell victim to that man. I hope not.
穴井さん。
ちょっと悪い。生々しい話しちまったな。
Maybe it's good that we don't know who our dad is. Well, I'm the one who asked. The only people who were actually there would know how much Mama interacted with others. Right now, I can't rule out that Senna or Nishijima's fathers.
他にも接触した相手はいるだろうが。
I'm still betting it
こ
wasn't
ちらが
even
覚え
someone
てい
a
るの
part
は
of that
こんなところ
movie.
だ。
Got it. Thank you so much. That was very helpful. Maybe she wrote the script about the man that she was in love with. After I bowed and left the room, I looked up at the sky and sighed. Father, huh? Slowly but surely, I think I'm getting closer to the truth. But if this hunt ends with me really meeting my father, what could I possibly say to him? Do I even want to reconnect with him at this point? During this camp, I learned that I really do love writing stories, but it took a ton of effort just to produce a 15-minute film, and it was far from perfect. I still wanted to find my father, of course. It just doesn't feel right to pursue this career as a gateway to doing so. I can't do this half-heartedly. I have to take this more seriously. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, you're getting after Riku for not really caring about the role, and then she's over here doing the same thing about screenwriting. The audition camp concluded in its entirety, and it was finally time to leave.
みんな、2週間の合
And my
宿期
three
間、
amigos
本
have,
当にご苦労だった。
or my three musketeers, are helping me.
家に帰るまでが遠足っつうし、車に気をつけてちゃんと帰れよ。
I don't want to say goodbye, Takia.
子供じゃないんですから。
Our coaches stayed behind to wish everyone farewell, and then we too left the campground. It's about time to go home. I picked up my luggage and got ready to head out. Jeez. Huh? Just then my phone rang with the sound of an incoming ring message. Good work during camp. Whoa, Nishijima? We had each other on Ring, so I suppose he technically can text me, but I never imagined he'd personally reach out to me. I didn't think he would be the first one to reach out, period. Thanks to you too. Thank you for all the help. I feel like I can't thank you enough. That could have been one message, dearie. No need. If you insist, maybe I'll have you make it up to me. What? Huh? Make it up to him how? Puzzled, I asked for clarification. What do you mean? Nishijima? No reply. What? He didn't reply after 5 seconds? Girl, calm down. It's like you're dating already. Frowning, I tucked my phone back in my pocket. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna be his gopher, aren't I? I'm gonna be his assistant. Episode 4. Let's do this. The audition camp had finally come to a close, and a few days had passed since I'd arrived home. The results of the auditions would be announced in the fall, but it was likely the directors already had something in mind. Yeah, they usually do. Professor Asagi must have known because he was already working on the script. Thanks to that, my usual duties had been reduced to making sure that Professor Asagi didn't die. Here, eat. I was half joking, but I did make food and take it to him while he worked. Yeah, make sure he eats. As well as gather any reference materials he needed. I was nowhere near as busy as I was during the camp, but that didn't stop summer break from barreling to its end. I'd soon be busy studying again and things would go back to normal. Then, once the cast was announced and the first part of the script was done, things would pick back up. I was planning to use the break to take some time off, at least that's what Professor Asagi suggested. He told me that until then I'd continue getting paid as usual, but getting the same pay for less work didn't sit right with me. I was considering declining the pay and getting a part-time job or using the pay to buy ingredients for Professor Asagi's meals. Since Professor Asagi was focusing on his script, he was lecturing less too. I thought of using the time to write a script of my own, but summer break was almost over. I decided I could think about all that later. For now, I continue tidying up my room. Girl, if your boss says I'll pay your vacation, you freaking take that. You don't ask questions. I accidentally bumped into something with my hand knocking over a notebook. I bent down to pick it up, and the open page caught my eye. Oh, these are notes I took during camp and the shooting of the short film. I've written down and erased so many things over and over again. Seeing my notes filled me with an overflowing sense of nostalgia. It happened last week! I racked my brain over every scene. Oh, this one... this one brings back memories. Girl, you're acting like you're 85 and you just found your high school yearbook. Never mind not being able to write romance. Until then, I've never written a story without any female characters. I struggled with each and every scene, but maybe that's exactly why I was able to write something good. Nishijima, Sena, Makino, and of course Kazuma, they all helped me so much. That said, even though Nishijima and I spent the entire camp together, I still don't really understand him. I guess people aren't that simple. If you want to understand someone more, then you have to interact with them more. Well, yeah, people are complex, usually. Though we probably won't see each other again anyway. This dude has been like... Huh, someone's calling me. Who is it? Speak of the devil. No way! Why is Nishijima calling me? Because he wants you to be his gopher, apparently. Still puzzled, I tapped the answer button. Hello? Moshimo! Oh, sorry, I was just a little surprised by the sudden call. Is everything okay? No? Plans? Tomorrow? Why is he calling him out of the blue like this? And his tone of voice. Was he always this nice? I have a bad feeling about this. As far as I knew, Nishijima hadn't opened up to anyone at camp, not even by the end of it. Still, I wanted to think we got to know Still, I wanted to think we got to know each other pretty well. I can read, I swear. Although we had a shaky start, by the end our conversations were much friendlier. I need some time to think before I answer him. Maybe I should come up with an excuse to hang up? Girl, just go. I would go. I could feel his pushiness over the phone. I was going to take lunch over to Professor Asagi's place tomorrow. I have lunch plans, but I'm free in the evening, I guess. Okay. Huh, I mean, what exactly do you want to talk about? Can you not say it over the phone? Suspicious. Dude, I don't believe you. There's something going on. Well, he's not wrong, but... Nishijima laughed as if he could see the tense look on my face, but it sounded forced. Oh, didn't mean to push that button. No, it's not that. I'm suspicious of this. Okay, I'll head out around that time. Oyasumi. Bye. Good night. Good night. I feel like something's weird's going on. After I hung up the phone, I plopped down on the bed and tried to make sense of what had just happened. Something came to mind and I opened the Ring app on my phone. Ah, it's the I owe you for the help. I feel like I can't thank you enough. No need, but if you insist, maybe I'll have you make it up for me. What do you mean? Nishijima. Could this be what he was talking about back then? Yeah, judging by the phone call, it's a personal matter, but why call me specifically? Because he has your number, why not? I couldn't stop thinking about how he said it would be just us two. Well, this is an opportunity for me to find out more about my family. Maybe if the topic comes up, I can ask him about his dad. Only if it comes up, though. Not many people get a chance to talk to a famous actor like Nishijima one-on-one. I didn't think I could ever invite him out like this by myself, so... Yeah, if I think about it like that, then this is a perfect chance. found myself looking forward to tomorrow just a little bit. Hope things are okay. I'm kind of scared for our girl. I grip my phone tightly as if sending a prayer to the heavens. I have a bad feeling, girl. I don't know. Hello, our poor people. The next day. Arrived 10 minutes early, but I didn't see Nishijima there yet. Maybe I came too early. Well, you are 10 minutes early. I pulled out my phone to text him that I'd arrived. Huh? Ah! Hi! I felt a tap on my shoulder. I jumped and turned around to find Nishijima standing there.
来てくれてありがとう。久しぶりだね。
I hate that jacket. You surprised me. Were you here already?
うん。そこの隙間に隠れてた。
I looked to see what he was talking about, and sure enough, there was an alcove in the wall. I wasn't sure how I felt about Riku Nishijima lying in wait to ambush me. Well, where do you want to go? Should we head to a cafe or something? Wait, you'd probably be recognized in a normal cafe.
いや、行く場所はもう決まってるんだ。
I would be like, so where are we going? You do? Did you make a reservation somewhere?
うん。ここからすぐ近くの。
I am very nervous. Nishijima continued to talk, and with a grin on his face as he turned towards our destination.
僕の家。
Is he gonna make me clean his house? Did you just say your home? Ah, crap! I said that out loud.
家です。ここからすぐ近くなんで。
That's not really the point. Paying no heed to my distress, Nishijima glanced at me.
じゃあ。
Now I'm afraid he's gonna murder us. Why you're home? I turned to Nishijima, who was now grinning, and said, why you're home? Can I ask something? Why you're home? It's not that I don't want to talk to you. Far from it, actually. I was super happy we got to talk during the audition camp. That said, don't you think it's strange for our first time meeting to be at your house? It was obvious I had some doubts, so Nishijima leaned in and started whispering in my ear. Get off me!
外だとどこに記者がいるかわからないから。
He's gonna have us clean his house.
こういう仕事をしてる。
We're gonna be his maid. Oh, I see. I understand if that's what it is, then I'm happy to talk to you at your home.
じゃあ、行こうか。
Okay, let's go. Freaking Harry Potter glasses. Nishijima, now in high spirits, began walking towards his house. I guess you never know if there's a reporter around. I followed close behind him, wary of my surroundings now.
どうぞ。
That is a tiny place for a well-known actor. Holy crap. Thanks for having me over.
よければソファーにでも。
Why are you living in the same size apartment as me? Okay, thanks. I walked to the sofa and sat down. So this is Nishijima's home. Other than special circumstances, this is the first time I've been inside another guy's house. Fortunately, Nishijima didn't seem the type to do anything untoward. Sweetheart. Sweetheart. They're always the type to do that, possibly, given the right circumstances. Not saying men are bad, I'm just saying. Don't trust appearances. Fortunately, type to do anything untoward, and it wasn't like we were complete strangers. We had our own rooms at the camp, but technically we were under the same roof. And you're eating the same food, technically, too. As I sat lost in thought, Nishijima suddenly sat right down next to me. Well, where is he gonna sit? There's one sofa. He's sitting awfully close. There's literally only one chair in this room.
早速本題に入りたいんだけど。いいかな?
Sure. He closed his eyes for a second, and when he opened them again, they had a serious glint to them.
上田さん。僕と結婚してください。
What? Huh?
あれ? 聞こえなかった?
Is this some joke? What is this going on?
僕と結婚。
Oh, I'm gonna pretend to be his lover. Right, I completely forgot about that. I heard you the first time, but marriage? はい。結婚です。 Is this... wait... Not sure of how to process it all. I covered my face with my hands. What the heck is happening? What does he mean? Wait, is this maybe... I think I get what's going on now. nonchalantly inviting me over to his place, sitting next to me, spouting that cheesy pickup line. In other words, I didn't peg you for the same type of guy as Senna.
同じタイプ
The type that hits on every single girl he sees? I just didn't think you were like that.
ちょっと待って
I glared at Nishijima. He looked puzzled, and then he went quiet. After a few moments, he seemed to come to some sort of realization.
あ
You didn't explain what this marriage contract was about, dude.
確かに今の言い方だと
Yeah,
彼と
explain.
一緒にされても仕方ないですね
That's what I would have asked. Would have been like, okay, you need to explain yourself,
ちゃん
sir.
と説明するから
What are you talking about? Alright, explain yourself. I was visibly distressed when Nishijima turned to me and started to explain. Explain.
まずはじめに
Just like, this is a fake marriage, right?
結婚というのは本当にするわけじゃありません
That's what I thought. Oh, thank goodness. I was so confused when you asked me to marry you out of nowhere.
ドラマや映画で何度かプロポーズしたことはあるけど現実ではまだないな
Okay.
なので今僕が言ってるのは
Ah, there's our
あく
pretend
まで
relationship.
ふり
Pretending, what do you mean?
僕と
Contract
結
relationship,
婚を前
bro.
提にお付き合いしている女性になりきってほしいんだ
Ah, going out, married, me and with you?
ふりだけどね
It's a pretend relationship. Let me get this straight. You and I were dating. You proposed to me, and I said yes. So in other words, I'd be your fiance and lover, but it would only be pretend.
はい状況が
It's
整理
not
できた
that
みたい
hard
だ
to
ね
understand, girly.
じゃあ
I'm like, am I getting paid for this, or is this just the favor? Hold on. I understand what you're saying, but I don't understand what you're saying. What do you mean pretend? I don't get it. Girl, you can't possibly be this thick. Wait, I've got it. It's for work, right? Yeah, that has to be it. Be like, well, why do you need a pretend relationship? You had me for a second there. This is for work, right?
まあ 100% 関係ないとは言わないけど役作りとかはないかな別に君に手伝ってもらわなくても役作りなんて一人
I
で
was
問
wondering
題
how
ないし
the fake relationship was going to factor in. Right, of course.
父にね
Oh, is he trying to hook you up with someone? Your father?
知ってる僕の父親役者をやっててね
Okay.
最近はあまり出てないけど
I know of him, I guess.
父は個人事務所を設立してて僕もそこに所属してるんだ
That I knew. What does that have to do with your father?
父に紹介したいんだ婚約者としての君を
That's the part I don't get. Why? Why do you want
僕に
this?
そういう相手がいると思わせたいんだそういう存在がいるってことを知らしめたい
Okay, but why? I wonder why he wants to do that. I don't get it. If that's what you want, wouldn't it be better to find a real fiance? Why bring someone you just to pretend?
いればねでもいないから今
I don't like
君
anyone right
に
now.
こうして頼んでる
We're all crazy. If there's not anyone, then there's no reason to introduce them, is there?
あるからやるんだよ
Well, what's the reason? Huh? Nishijima realized that I wasn't getting it at all and sighed, looking dejected. Yeah, this girl's a little thick.
まあ担当直入
Is
に
he
言うと
trying to hook you up with someone? What's going on?
僕俳優を辞めたいんだ
What?
なのにあの父親がなかなか首を縦に振らないから
Oh, you probably have a contract, right? Wait a second. Does that mean you plan on turning down the role for the upcoming movie? Maybe it's weird coming from me, but you do realize that the chances of you getting the role are super high. What's going to happen with the audition results? Nothing's been officially announced yet, but I think all the directors working on it must have already made up their minds. Sorry, I'm sure you don't need to hear this from me.
大丈夫
I was like, he probably is gonna finish this movie.
受けた仕事は最後までやるから
Yeah, his last acting.
でも
Okay.
これで終わりにしたい
Well, if you were smart with your money, you probably won't need to have a job again. Wait, this movie will? Did something happen? She's like, I just don't like
別に
acting.
ここ最近決めたことじゃなくて
Which is fair. You're pushed into something you don't want to do.
本当はもうずいぶん前から辞めるチャンスを伺ってたんだ。
Okay, but what does that have to do with having a fiance? Really?
今回の話が来る前からずっと僕は何度も引退の件を父に話してる。
But what does this fiance have to do with this?
僕のためじゃなく
I'm
自
getting a
分
little
にも
too
仕
into
事
it.
を
I
振っ
pushed
て
the
もら
button
うた
again.
めにね。
I'm terrible at that. I'm sorry.
だから考えたんだ。今までみたいに僕と父だけじゃなく他人の未来まで巻き込んだ問題に発展させたら
I don't think
ど
it'll
うなる
work,
か。
sweetie.
それなら父も聞く耳を持つしかなくなるんじゃないか
I
って。
don't think that'll work with your father.
それにこういう人気商売にスキャンダルはご法度でしょ。
yes, scandal. That's where the angle that he wanted. Scandal? What do you mean? He's a famous actor
その女性は一
with
体
a
誰なんですか？
girl.
どういったご関係
Yes.
で？
He is diabolical.
もしや噂の恋人ですか？
結婚という話もありますが。
Yeah, but that might damage us, though.
そう聞かれると照れますね。ですが確かに彼女は
Oh, we better be hiding my freaking face during this.
僕の特別な女性です。
I freaking hate that jacket. Wait a second.
大スクープだ。人気俳優西島陸に恋人発覚。
That would be a scandal.
公害だ。
I think it's a ridiculous scandal, but it's a scandal nonetheless. No, wait, just a second here. You have it all wrong. I said, wait. You've got it all wrong. Just gotta keep your face covered. Imagining the train wreck that would inevitably unfold, I turned to Nishijima. Nuh-uh, no way, not a chance. You say scandal like it's no big deal, but it would be a huge issue if it actually happened. First of all, you have so many female fans if news of a lover got leaked.
そしたらきっと
And if it's that's what he
みんな
wants.
シ
He
ョ
wants his
ックを
career
受
to
け
be
るだ
over.
ろうね。
But he's not thinking about what that's gonna
そ
do
し
to
て父も
her.
少なからず痛手を被る。だからこ
Diabolical.
そ父にはぴったりなんだ。
Diabolical, man.
話を聞いてくれなければ婚約者の存在を世間にばらすなんていう脅しはね。
Oh, he's even blackmailing his dad. Oh, I see. You're threatening him. Why does he look like he's having so much fun with this conversation? Because he's diabolical inside. This happened during audition camp as well. There were times when Nishijima seemed a little off, almost like a different person. Wait a second. If you're threatening him, you don't plan on actually going through with it then.
気づ
Yeah,
いた
no, he's not gonna. Okay, okay.
混乱してテンパっててもちゃんと人の
He's
言葉
gonna
は頭に入れ
introduce
てるよ
us
ね。
to his dad and say, if you don't back off and let me back off of acting, I'm gonna ruin my career and damage yours by introducing the world to my fiance.
やっぱりお話を書いてる人だからなのかな。そりゃね、
I like him.
アイドルじゃないん
I
だから
like this twisted
恋
side
愛
of his
NG とは
personality.
誰も言わないけど、オーディション現場で周りが必死になっている最中に知名度と才能にあぐらをかいて、現場が初めてのバイトの大学生に手を出したなんてなかなかのネタでしょ。
Right, even if it's not true, if people hear that, they'll think you're scum for sure.
だけどもちろんそんな騒ぎになるのがいいことだとは思ってないよ。俳優だってイメージ商売だからね。僕自身はどうでもよくても関わっている仕事や作品に迷惑をかけるのは僕だって望んでない。
You just casually say it doesn't matter to him. Maybe he really is serious about this. If that's the case, I don't think I'd be a good candidate at all. For starters, I'm not even an actor. Wouldn't it make more sense to find someone who could actually play the part much better than I could?
でもね、それだと辞めたい理由とか根掘り葉掘り
Plus,
聞
if
か
it
れ
was
そう
an
じゃない？
actress, it could cause a lot of scandal problems for her too.
それに芸能人相手だとそっちからこの嘘がバレた場合、
See,
父の耳に届く可能性
if
が
she's
高
just
くなる
a
し、
no-name person, it's less likely.
それに何より相手の経歴に傷をつけるようなことにな
Yeah,
ったら
ruining her career, that's
申し
also.
訳ないから。
I suppose my resume is a bit short. Yeah, you're literally a nobody.
僕と同じで引退を熱望
You're
し
a
てる人
college
なら別だ
student,
けど、
like longs.
それに
And then
もし万一相手に本気になられていろいろと騒がれでもしたら、それこそ本当のスキャン
is he just saying that there is no way he would fall in love with us and that's why he's okay with us?
大問題でしょ。
Well, we're gonna cause this train wreck. Choo choo. Yikes. Nishijima smiled as he continued to talk, having way too much fun with this. Crap, for a second there, he almost had me convinced. But what if it's the other way around? What if I'm the one that falls for you? If that happened, I would definitely want to know your reasons for quitting. Nishijima gave me a smug look as I tried desperately to find a reason to refuse him.
嘘ばっかり。
Huh?
さっき僕が俳優を辞めたいと言った時の君の反応覚え
Of course I do. It was about the movie. I saw myself mid-sentence realizing what he was getting at.
そう普通僕に興味がある人間ならまず真っ先に辞める理
Yeah,
由を
we
聞くはず
didn't,
で
we
しょ
didn't, yeah.
で君は作品の一部と
I
して
keep
は
going too fast.
僕を必要だと思っていても作品には関係ない
True.
俳優でない僕個人には
True.
まるで興味がないんじゃない
No, I love me some Kazuma though. Wait, that's not what I... Shoot, I can't say anything back to that. I would just agree to it, be like, okay, fine,
そ
whatever.
れならあの映画さえきちんと成功させれば引き止められることも本気になられる心配もないこんなにうってつけな人が現れてくれるなんて僕は本当にラッキーだ
What? Hold on a minute. You realize I haven't agreed to any of this, right?
あ
But
れ
we're going to.
意外と強情なんだね
It was nothing to do. It has nothing to do with being stubborn. I'd be more worried if I wasn't concerned at all about such a sketchy proposal.
でも
Well, there's something wrong
よ
with
く
me.
考えてみてこれは君にとっても悪い話じゃないは
I
ず
would
だ
ask him if I'm getting paid for this. What do you mean?
上田さん前に恋愛ものが苦手って言ってなかったっ
How
け
do you know this? Huh, did I say that?
絶対言ってたはずほら
Oh, right.
エチュー
Yeah,
ドの時
we did tell him about that. Right. How do you remember that? Improv?
最初のオーディションの
How did you remember that? Audition improv.
テーマは愛
Oh,
と
love
友
and
情だ
friendship.
け
She's
ど
like, as long as it's familial, I'll be fine. I can't
苦
do
手なジャンル
romantic
はありま
love.
すか
Well, yes, I'm not too good with romance. Right. Oh, I guess I did say that.
ほらね
I'm surprised you remembered that. That was quite a while ago.
僕も忘れてたんだけどなんだろう君の書いた脚本で
How
芝
did,
居をしたせい
how
か
did
な
that trigger that?
若い女の子の割に汗臭い話を書くなってそうしたらどんどんそれまでのことを思い出して
Sure, I'm not sure that's a compliment.
で君は役者じゃなくて物書きだから苦手ってことは書くのが苦手ってことでしょ
Well, yeah.
その恋愛が書けない原因はズバリ
Yeah, you're bad at writing it because you don't.
一
You've
度
never
も男
experienced
性
it.
と付き合ったことがないとか
He's got us pinned down. Yeah. What?
もしかして恋愛人を好きになったこともないんじゃ
I mean,
それじゃあ恋愛をさせるために登場人物を作り出しても共感できないか
he's not wrong. You shouldn't be assuming that about other people.
でも
Girl, it's fine.
その反応は
it's
正解
okay.
でしょ男慣れしていないなとは合宿中もずっと思
I
って
mean,
い
you
たし
you had that cutie Kazuma around you all the time, and you never fell for him. So I mean, since way back then.
だからこれはチャンスだと思うけど僕と恋愛ごっこをすれば脚本の勉強になって将来の夢へ一歩近づく君は本気でプロの脚本家になりたいと思ってるんだよね
Well, yeah. He makes a good point. Experience would definitely help me where I'm weakest. It's just... I can't make such an important decision right away.
So?
I would ask him how much he's paying me, and then I'd be like, alright, fine, let's do this. Gotta get some ground rules laid out. Yes, it is. If you already know about my lack of experience, then you know we'd be found out right away. And if you're found out, then it's all over in more ways than one. Just thinking about it gives me chills.
でも、そのあたりはなんとかなるんじゃ
It's
ない
like,
かな。
yeah, we'll wing it. It's fine. Oh, probably. What do I do? I can't see any scenario in which I say yes, ending well. Actually, rather than telling him I need time, I should flat out refuse right.
わかった。なら、
This would be a great opportunity to get close and figure out if his dad's your dad. Huh?
時間を置いた方がいかにプラスの面が多いか気づくだろうし。
This totally could have been talked about over
だ
the
から
phone.
その代わりに
Well, she probably would have hung up on him. Meantime?
そんなに怯えないで。答えが出るまでの
We-
間、君には僕の付き人をお願いしたいんだ。
Getting to know him might possibly make it more real. Assistant, I don't understand. First, I'm your fiancé, now I'm your assistant.
婚約者よりはだいぶハードルが下がったでしょ。付き人ならめったなことじゃ刺されない。
I guess that's true. That's probably true.
それに身の回りの世話をしてくれる人がいると単純に助かるんです。
How do you not have a manager?
僕
You don't? Now I think about it, he was always alone during the audition camp. You're so famous, I would have thought you had countless managers hanging around.
いやおかしいでしょ。何人かって上田さん。
How do you not even
俳
have
優にどんなイ
one?
メージ持ってるの？
Really? You don't have people checking your schedule, handing you drinks, fanning you when you get hot? There's no one like that?
そんなの僕でも見たこと
He's
ない
like,
よ。
I don't know what you're watching, but that's
そ
not
れに
real.
多分飲み物渡す人は付き人とかお弟子さんじゃない？
Yes, that's really informative, actually, but that's not what I meant. My point is that it's odd someone like you doesn't have a manager in the first place. Is there a reason for that?
まあ今までもつけようって話がなかったわけじゃないんだけど。
It just didn't.
さっきも言ったけど僕が所属してるのは父が代表を務める個人事務所。
Oh, I get it.
つまりそんな人間をマネージャーにするなんてスパイをずっと張り付かせておくのと同
Yeah,
じ
he
でしょ。
wants some privacy from his dad.
冗談じゃない。
Spying? What in the world is his relationship with his father like? Not a good one, obviously.
一人の方が気楽っていうのもあるかもし
Obviously
れ
a
ない
boss
けど。
employee. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Or I should say boss and product. If I'm working alone, if working alone is easier, wouldn't an assistant eventually become a bother? Plus, if all this time you worked alone, why would you need an assistant now? I wasn't quite convinced yet. I looked at Nishijima and he slowly closed his eyes.
確かに君の言うことも一理あるかもしれない。でも長期のオーディションで今まで出会わなかったような人たちと一緒にいたせいか最近インスピレーションがよく湧いて。
Inspired?
うん。それでもっとプライベートに時間を割きたくなっちゃって。
We're getting played. I see, and that's why you want an assistant? He opened his eyes again. I could see the fatigue on his face as he forced a smile.
こう見えて全部一人でやろうとすると結構な労働な
It's
ん
like,
で
I'm
す。
just tired. Please help me. Yeah, I think so too. He's right. With how famous he is, he must be drowning in work. And to do all that by himself? No wonder he has no private life.
ね。マネージャーとまでは言わないから。
He's gonna work this into being a romantic option, but yeah, let's get this going. Well... I'm not his father's subordinate, and I guess I can sort of sympathize with him.
上田さん。
Gosh dang it, that was a loud
ダメ
noise.
かな。
Oh, he's glittering! Wow, this is that famous sparkling aura. Okay, I get it already. I get that things are difficult for you right now. But at least let me talk to Professor Asagi first. I still have my job to consider. As soon as I said that, Nishijima smiled and then immediately dropped the sparkling aura. Could have kept
それで
that.
構わないよ。
At least he
じゃあ
didn't.
話はこれで終わり。
At least he didn't unleash the rose petals. Huh?
それじゃよろしくね。
Alright, me too. Not even to feed me? Okay, fine. Next thing I knew, I was standing outside, more confused than ever. To be honest, his story was just plain ridiculous. Still, I never would have guessed that this was what he meant when he said he had something important to tell me. Introducing me to his father as his fiancé just so he can quit acting? What a mess. Although I didn't want to admit it, Nishijima had made a good point about the merits of the arrangement. As his fiancé, I could ask more about Kosuke Nishijima, or better yet, maybe meet him in person. What a coincidence. Nishijima doesn't know about my plans, so maybe I got caught a lucky break. And we tried to push that lucky break away as fast as possible. Learning about romance through a pro and finding out more about my father. It'd be killing two birds with one stone, so despite the risks, it might be worth it. However, he's the famous Riku Nishijima. He's not just some ordinary person. Just one ill-timed news report would be the end for both of us in an instant. Ugh. Yeah, but we're a nobody, so we could probably, like, disappear pretty quickly. I'll think about that later. For now, I need to consult Professor Asagi about being Nishijima's assistant. I was tired of thinking about it, so I decided to wait to hear what Professor Asagi had to say about it and headed home. Kazuma, you gonna pop out of nowhere and greet me with your peppiness? Or am I never gonna see you again? It had been 2 days since then, summer break ended and classes were back in session. Ever since the camp had ended, Professor Asagi had been working on the script, only giving lectures once a month. Today, however, he had to stop by the campus and pick up some documents. I dropped by to help him. After that, we planned to go straight to his house, and I'd help with the housework. When I think about it, I'm actually pretty busy every day. So, that said, do you think being Nishijima's assistant would be too much after all? I left out the parts about being his fiancé and the part about wanting to quit. So I was anxious for Professor Asagi's opinion. I was hoping he would agree with me.
西島君が君を付き人にですか。まさか彼がそんな提案をしてくるとはね。
Yes, I was very surprised when he asked. Yeah. Professor Asagi went silent for a moment, deep in thought. He then looked back up at me with a
私は
smile.
それほど悪くない提案だと思いますよ。
He's like, I get it. Huh?
学業に支障が出ないのであれば受けてみてもいいと私は思います。
But what about my job? But I'm still acting as your assistant, and I'm getting paid for it.
そこは気にする必要はありません。必要な時は遠慮せず
Yeah, I'll
に
just
声
be
を
two
かけ
different
ますし
people's assistant.
西島君もそれは了承してくれるでしょう。
Kind of fake being Nishijima's
前に
assistant.
も少し話したと思うけれど、実際にやってみて、もし金額面で気になることがあったら相談してくれればいいよ。
Oh, okay. But Nishijima's company is filled with his father's spies, at least according to him. Doesn't sound like a great work environment. It seems there's a lot to deal with already. Will I really be okay there?
確かに穏やかさは感
Just
じら
don't
れない
trust
言葉
anyone,
で
don't
す
make
ね。
friendly. Just keep them at an arm's distance, at arm's length away. Not to mention that Nishijima seems to hate his own father. His father used to star in plays and movies back in the day. Have you by chance worked with him before?
私はないかな。知っていることもテレビや人づての情報くらいだしね。
I see.
親子で同じ職業についているときっといろいろあ
Yeah,
るんだ
because
ろう
then
ね。
your relationship isn't familial, it's a work relationship.
私はまだ時期が被っていないから
That's not healthy.
噂話程度で済んでいるけれど、共演なんか
I
も
guess
した
some
こ
people
と
could
があ
get
る
it,
のだろうし、
could do it, but I don't know. I think most can't.
もしかすると
I mean, look
そう
at
いったこ
child
とを
actors
相
and
談できる
how
相
many
手
of
が
them
欲しくて
stuck by their
君に
parents.
頼んできたのかもしれないよ。それにほら、西島康介といえばあのドラマの主演だったよね。
True.
それなら話をするチャンスができるかもしれないじゃないか。
Yeah. But Professor Asagi doesn't know the truth. The assistant thing is just a facade. He actually wants me to be his fake fiancé so he can quit acting. Of course, I couldn't say that part out loud.
もちろんやるやらないは
Help me!
君次第ですが、
me!
私はいい経験と人脈作りにつながると思います。
Right.
ですが、もしやるとしても、勉学や自分の執筆がおろそかにならないよう気をつけてくださいね。
I understand. I'll do my best on both fronts.
頑張って。
You didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but thanks. I guess as a visiting professor, he supports other avenues of learning, so he has a point. It really might be a great opportunity. Girl, he was not gonna help you. I decided to go through with it, but I didn't feel like giving Nishijima my answer yet, so I did some research on what assistants did. Looks like most assistants are young aspiring actors apprenticing and doing odd jobs. I'm a gopher. And I'm not really interested in acting though. It could be similar to what I already do for Professor Asagi. Yeah, but this is an avenue to introduce you to producers and other screenwriters and other people in the industry. It's a foot in the door. Usually a manager handles finding work and scheduling. If Nishijima's been doing all that himself, has it pretty rough. I guess I'll accept the assistant job, but I feel like I've been strung along. He doesn't want to act, so you're not finding him anything really to do. Wait a second. Could it be that the whole fiancé thing was just to get me to agree to being his assistant? Isn't there a name for it? What's it called again? Oh right, the door in the face technique. Maybe I can use it on my next script. Now's not the time for that. Yeah, you do something that's more outrageous, and then they'll say no, and then you slip in what you actually want them to do. And they're like, oh, it's not as bad as the last one, so okay. Then the whole fiancé thing, let's see. Now's the time for that, Chiyuki. If he only wanted an assistant, then the whole fiancé thing was unnecessary. Anyway, it's a tactic. If Nishijima was going as far as hiring an assistant, I wondered what exactly he wanted to do outside of work. If it wasn't about work, then maybe hobbies? It did say something about feeling inspired. Ugh. I'm suddenly interested in Nishijima's private life. See, Nishijima, even I'd get curious if he went that far. He really went that far. I guess if he hadn't, I probably wouldn't have cared. I ignored that sad realization, grabbed my phone, and opened it to the Ring app. I scrolled through my contacts and stopped at Riku Nishijima. Nishijima, hope you're well. About the other day. I'll do it. I'll be your assistant. What happened to not telling him right now? Whatever. We're weak. We caved. Your assistant only, and sent. What the? That was fast. Thank you. That's a cute little sticker. You're so cute. I guess Nishijima uses stickers too. That means he's happy with my response, right? I do feel I've played right into his hands because you have, girly. He's better at this than you. Remembering his mischievous, cunning smile, I braced myself for what was to come. I want more mischievous cunning of him. I don't like ice princes. I like the mischievous types. The very next morning, Nishijima promptly sent me a schedule for the upcoming week. It included 2 titles he was starring in. A few more days passed after that until I finally had a day off school. It was time for my debuts as an assistant. I wonder what a real set looks like. I've been to auditions before, but that's not really the same. I'm kind of nervous. But this is good experience for her. My anxiety was about to take over when... Japanese cabs are so freaking nice, man. They're really expensive too, so don't ever take them. Unless you have a lot of money to burn. But they're so freaking nice. Huh? He was holding a small rectangular case out about the size of my palm. And yes, they look like this. They're very nice. I wasn't sure what was going on, but I went ahead and opened the lid. Also, you do not touch the door handles. They have a button that will open and close the doors for you. So you do not touch the doors. These are business cards. Whoa, when did you have these made? He's like, I knew you were gonna say yes, so I made them. Yeah, pass out your business card. Network, girly. Network. Isn't that obvious? Doesn't the assistant really need these though? Everyone has those. When you introduce yourself, you give them your business card. I guess you have a point. I wouldn't know how to answer anything as a manager. I had calmed down a bit while we were talking, but the anxiety came flooding back when I looked at the business cards again. I guess I'm a little nervous, this being my first day and all. Handing out business cards really not that hard. Nishijima didn't appear that interested in my plight. He just continued to look out the window. What's with his not my problem attitude? Well, it's not his problem. Although it was nice to have a business card for the first time. Well, he's gone so far as make these for me, I guess I can at least do my best. But wait, what if... Were these part of the plan to hype me up before the job? Nishijima seemed unaware of the doubtful look on my face as he continued to stare out the window. Just how much of this was calculated. He's such a sneaky one. It was best that I didn't let my guard down around him. I'm warming up to him now. I am warming up to this guy now. It's all professionals here, huh? I was meekly peeking down the hallway, but Nishijima walked along unfazed as usual.
そんなに硬くならなくて大丈夫。それにプロの現場は初めてじゃないでしょ?
Yes. It's not the same. This is my first time on a real set. Just stand in the back and don't touch
僕が呼
anything.
ぶとき以外は見てればいいだけだし。
It's, when you introduce yourself, say, "Hi, I'm so and so. Here's my business card."
じゃ、そろそろ行こうか。
I'm so and so's manager. Nice to meet you. Wait, no, wait, Nishijima, wait. Stop leaving me behind. Nishijima completely ignored my pleading and continued down the hallway without a care in the world.
おはようございます。
You gotta.
今日もよろしくお願いします。
ああ、リク君、おはよう。おや、今日は見慣れない子を連れてるね。
Hi, this is where the business card comes in. Business card.
あれ？本
Or
当だ。
not.
リク君が可愛い子連れてる。その子誰？事務所の新人さん？
Oh.
初々しい感じですね。
Yes, I am new. Hello. Great, now they're crowding around us.
違いますよ。新人じゃなくて僕の付き人です。
西島さん、今までそういう人つけてなかったのに。
Get those business cards out, girl.
それが急に女の子連れてくるなんてね。
彼
Thank
女が
you.
有能なので付き人になってほしいって僕が頼み込んだんです。
リク君が頼み込むなんて、そりゃよっぽどだ。
Thanks, I guess. Everyone is happily standing in a circle with Nishijima in the center. At the audition camp, both the participants and the staff talk to each other super casually. But even pros on the official movie set are friendly with one another. Seems I'm pretty popular with the staff. The next moment... Oh, here comes another
西
one.
島さん、到着早々すみません。監督が相談したいことがあるらしくて。
Oh, my anxiety would be like... freaking... I would be losing
わか
it.
りました。すぐ行きます。
But you push through. Nishijima turned back to me, still smiling.
それじゃあ行ってくるので、君はここで待ってて。
Huh? Wait, does that mean I have to fend for myself the entire hour? Yes! He has a job to do, and so do you. Once again, ignoring my distress, Nishijima disappeared off into the distance with his carefree smile. Find the craft service table and just sit there. Snack. You could have at least introduced me to everyone before going off somewhere. Now what? He did introduce you! He said she's my new assistant. Now you need to introduce yourself. Discouraged, I slumped for a second, but then I regained my composure and turned to the expected staff members. Again, it's nice to meet you all. My name is Chiyuki Ueda, and as of today, I'll be working as Nishijima's assistant. And now we pull out the cards. Yes? I look forward to working with all of you. Please excuse any mistakes while I'm learning the ropes. I bowed deeply and handed the business card to each staff member. They all received them with a smile. Exactly. Good job, bro. Good job.
ってわけじゃないんだ。
No, I'm an assistant. No, just an assistant.
いやー、若いのにしっかりして挨拶ができるもんだ。偉い偉い。
Yeah, it was not bad. It was good. Good job.
っていうか、
I'm proud of our girl.
本
Good
日
job.
付ってことは今日が初仕事ですか？
Yes. Yes, it is.
そりゃ緊張しますよね。
At least they're
若い
nice
し
so far.
本当にね。てか、上田さんめっちゃ若いよね。
Yes.
学生って言っても余裕で通じるんじゃない？
Nishijima is older than us. Yes, I'm a college student.
そうなの？
I'm studying to become a screenwriter. One of my professors knows Nishijima, and that's how we met.
へえ、脚本家ね。
あ、ってことはさ、仕事場以外のリク君の顔も知ってるってことだよね。
Mischievous and cunning. Huh?
確かに気になりますね。西島さんっていつも穏やかで優しくてミスしても許してくれて。
ね、リク君って普段はどんな感じ？プライベートでもあんな優しいの？
He pays my bills, so I'm gonna be saying yes.
休日でもあの王子様オーラは健在ですか？
I mean, I haven't seen him slouch off. I don't exactly know him well enough to...
どうなの？
Just say he's nice. They're not letting me off the hook. I really don't know much about him, though. They obviously weren't going to let me brush it off, so I racked my brain for something, anything. I guess when he talked about his dad, I could tell he had some negative emotions, but aside from that, he's usually wearing that smile, probably, maybe? I decided to forget Nishijima's ridiculous proposal for now. It's probably exactly what you're thinking. He's the same even outside work, always smiling, probably. Yeah. Like, yes! Prince mode, yes.
プライベートでもあんなに優しいってもう本物の王子様じゃないですか
He's probably exactly not that.
上田さん、これからはそんな王子様と四六時中一緒にいることになるんだよ。
I don't think I'll be seeing him that often.
だとしたら落ちちゃうんじゃない？淡い恋に。
I'm not into the prince types, so no. What? In love with Nishijima? Not going to happen. Don't worry, that's not gonna happen. Oh! I blocked the little chippy.
すごい自信満々なんですね。
I'm not into prince types. That's how I know. On the off chance that did happen, I don't want to be stabbed by one of his fans. I'd rather continue enjoying life. The staff member looked at me, then burst out laughing. I feel like his fans scare me. I'm not going to.
刺されるとかごめんだ。
Right, I want to live long life if I can help it. The staff were watching me expectantly, and I smiled bitterly. What can I say? What can I say is that I respect and look up to Nishijima, romance excluded.
あ、それ俺も同じっす。俺みたいな下っ端にも気を使ってくれるし、売れてるのに全然選ぶらないし。
Plus, his father is a famous actor too. People often compare them and say Nishijima's just riding on his father's coattails. But I don't think he's used his father's influence for anything. I really respect that.
そうですね。2世ってだけで選ぶる人もいるのに、西島さんは真逆だし。
一回仕事した人はみんなまたリク君と仕事したいって言うしね。
ってことはあれ？仕事も完璧でプライベートもキラキラ王子って。
Okay, girl.
西島さん、本当に欠点どこにもなくないですか？
I mean, I'm not that close. I wouldn't know.
本当にね。一つくらいあってもいいのにね。
Cooking.
それは俺も気になるな。子役時代も
I could tell him that, like, he's not really good at cooking. That's a secret.
なんて見たことない。
ねえ、本当にリク君って何にも欠点ないの？
He's not good at cooking.
俺も気になりますね。あのパーフェクトな西島さんのちょっとダメなとこ。
Like he doesn't know how to cook. That's it. I don't know.
ますます好きになっちゃうっすよ。
さあ、どうなの上田さん。
I'm like, please leave me alone.
全部吐きなさい。
Help! I can't take this pressure. I wasn't lying. I really don't know Nishijima that well. Promise.
まったくみんなで寄ってたかって。
Who is this? Is this Senna? Nishijima,
う
hi.
ちの可愛い子襲わないでもらえます？
Why are you grabbing me like this? People are going to misunderstand. Nishijima!
すみません長引いちゃって。
You're making this situation worse, bro. Please stop. What? I have no words.
ごめん僕がそばにいなくて不安だったよね。
What are you playing at? Stop. Pardon? Nishijima grinned mischievously as I stood there, mouth agape. He managed to draw all eyes off me and onto him, but why are you still where you are? Why are we in this position in the first place? Close. His face is very close. Though I didn't want to admit it, the closer he drew me in, the more I could see every minute detail on his beautiful face. Come to think of it, didn't he ask me out of the blue to marry him the other... Oh crap, I almost let my guard down. He's a very dangerous man. Besides, this has gotten to be an act, right? I didn't have a chance to finish that thought because just a moment later...
ちょっとリク君、その密着具合はやばいんじゃない？
しかも、うちのって言ってましたよ、うちのって。
Please stop. Please stop him.
さらっとそんなことしちゃうあたり怪しいのよね。ちょっとリク君、どうなのその辺は。
Oh my gosh, he's seeding. He's seeding. He's sowing the seeds of this that people are like, yeah, I saw him hitting on her.
そうですね。
What's with that laugh? What is he scheming? My mouth was still agape from the initial shock, but then Nishijima looked deliberately and even more mischievously at everyone.
さあ、どうでしょう。
Please don't do this to me. There is nothing between us. I lifted Nishijima's arm with both hands. Nishijima, please, your assistant is not a toy, okay? Now, can you please let go of me? Ah, he's holding on pretty tight. Oh, freedom!
こりゃ驚いた。
Oh my gosh.
彼女のことはやっぱり
I love these mischievous types.
それ見てるだけでも心許してる感半端ないっていうか。
You guys are so gullible, oh my gosh.
つまりそれってやっぱり
Not this again. Like I said, there's nothing between.
あれ、感づかれちゃいました？
Oh my gosh. What are you talking about?
実は僕、彼女のことを。
Shut up, Nishijima!
ん？
Don't you me with that stupid grin. Wait a second. Is this a part of his plan too? This is really bad. Really bad. I had to figure out a way to stop him before things got worse. Are we doing pretend time? Pretend time! Woo! I love pretend time. Alright, yes, I will save. Thank you. Saving. Let's save here. Yes. Pretend time. Yes. Alright, let's see if I can do this. So far, these have been pretty easy. Alright, let's do this. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Mission, convince everyone that you're just an assistant. Oh. Okay,
なんかリク君の雰囲気からして上田さんを付き人としてだけ見てる感じじゃないんだよね。わか
ります。付き人以上なんとか未満の雰囲気というか。
He is mischievous. I'm starting to really like him.
上田さんはリク君を尊敬する人って言ってたけど、もしかしてリク君の方は
I have a feeling no matter what I say, they're going to not believe me and just think I'm being modest or... Not this question again.
そうですね。僕は。
Shh. Shut your face. I need to say something quick before he says something outrageous. Ah, that's not true. The ha would not do much. With as much of a smile as I could muster, I quickly fired back. Don't worry, that's definitely not the case.
あれ？上田さんはリク君から何も感じない？
I'm pretty sure he's doing all this just to mess with me being the newbie and all. No need to hold back on the assistant, right? But that's just fine by me. I'll make sure to do my part as your assistant. Made sure to emphasize assistant. Then I turned to Nishijima, who was stifling a laugh.
相変わらず冷たいな。
Please stop. No, actually, but please continue.
そういうところも素敵だよ。
I like this side of him. It's funny. This guy, how far does he plan on taking this? See, I like the flirty, mischievous types. But not actual playboys.
そう簡単に恋には落ちないのかな。今までだってそうだったし。
ああ、確かに今までも明らかに西島さん狙いの人いっぱいいましたもんね。こないだの女優さんも。
Oh god, not those things
二人と
again.
もやめてくださいよ。そんなこと聞いたら彼女が心配しちゃうじゃないですか。
心配？
How do you get...
何を？
ね、上田さん。
What? Nishijima is acting completely different from normal today. His skills sure are impressive. Still, I need to stop him here and now before he makes things worse. I have to dispel any misconceptions, but I can't say anything that would ruin people's opinion of him. I should be professional here. I'm worried about a scandal. I'm assuming that was the most professional one. You're right. I'd definitely be worried about anything that could tarnish Nishijima's reputation. Gotta make sure he has that sparkling rep. Image is everything, and romance is banned in this industry. So it's my job as an assistant to pay close attention to these things. Honestly, from all of this, I would just suspect them even more. I'd be like, I don't think so. Yay!
でも嬉しいな。人気商売にスキャンダルはご法度。
You're such a dick. I love it.
ちゃんと覚えててくれて。
Please act like this more. So I could finally return a smug smile with one of my own. It's common knowledge for an assistant.
So.
Nishijima kept up his smile, but he suddenly averted his gaze. Don't worry, I was fending off Senna. I can fend off the rest of them. No, that's not.
実は僕もそう思うんです。
Huh?
僕は彼女に心よく付き人になってもらえてすごく嬉しいんですけど。でもこの業界はみんな手が早いでしょ。だからいつ誰に彼女が横取りされるかいつも気が気じゃなくて。
Why are you saying it like that?
仕事の話でもいい。一度でいいからそんなセリフ言われてみたいです。
I love female staff member B. I'm gonna call her Betty.
ほんと羨ましいわ。ここまで求められてどうなの上田さん。他から誘いがかかったらどうするつもり？
I don't think I would do anything.
西島さんクラスのイケメンからすごい破格の報酬提示されたりして。
There's no way that would happen. I'm Nishijima's assistant. Right? For what it's worth, I'm Nishijima's assistant. I'm probably not I'm not gonna go work for someone else. I don't know. I had a hard time with that.
やっぱりそうですよね。ここまで言われたら離れられない。
No, that's not what I meant. I'm here because I want to be a screenwriter. That's why I took the job.
そうだったね。今は夢が一番ってことね。
Yep.
あともう少しだったんだけどな。
Shut up. Say what exactly?
僕の付き人じゃなくて、僕のものだったら愛の告白だったのに。
You, I swear.
ね？惜しかったでしょ？
This again, he's acting like Senna right now. You'll never get anything close to that from me. Well, we say that now, but we shall see. All right. This is so tiring. I'm not used to a rapid fire questions and improv answers on the spot like he is. But if I give up here, I'd be playing straight into his hands. I can't back down now. Took a deep breath and regained my composure. I glanced at Nishijima and managed to smile back at him. Oh, thank you, Nishijima. I'm only here. I'm not nearly as nervous as I was before. This was all an icebreaker exercise for the newbie, right? I really appreciate your thoughtfulness. I see why you're so popular with the ladies now. You're always looking out for them.
まあ確かにリク君は誰に対しても優しいよね。新人に
確かにあの優しい声かけだけでご飯3杯はいけますよね。
Thank you, Betty. You're fantastic. This is good. I like the direction this is going. I looked at Nishijima to see how he was faring. With a serious expression, he slowly closed his eyes to think.
そうですね。確かに今までの僕は誰に対しても同じように接してきました。特別でも僕は君と出会ってから変わったんだ。
You're making this hard. Firing straight back with a fastball, huh? Well, here comes the home run. What was that change? No, was that a line from a movie? Wait a second, is that?
Hi?
Is that a line from an upcoming movie? It's a wonderful line, albeit a bit too cheesy for real life, so I figured it must be from a movie or show. You're just trying out the line for work, right? In that case, let me help. It would help me with my writing, too. It was now my turn to grin smugly. Nishijima had no choice but to laugh it off.
それは助かります。
Score! Knocked it out of the park.
もしかして上田さんってさ。
What? Yeah?
リクくんタイプじゃない。
Huh?
西島さんがタイプじゃない？こんな全人類の希望を詰め込んだみたいな王子様なのに？
The perfect part of that is why I would feel inferior to anyone who seemed perfect. It would drive me nuts, so I wouldn't be able to. Also, the Prince Charming types, I've never liked those.
私だって文句ないとは思うけど。
Maybe it's that perfection thing. I don't like it. Bothers me too much. Inferiority complex would develop, and I would. No, I don't like it. Gah.
ひどいこと言うな。彼女は照れ屋なだけですよ。ね、上田さん。
Also, with people who seem perfect, I always have a suspicion that they're hiding something terribly sketchy. Because nobody's perfect, so if they seem like they're perfect, they always get this weird, like, I don't know. No, that's not it either. Sorry, I should get back to this.
上田さんの好みのタイプってど
I
ん
like
なの？
tsunderes.
気になる。
I like the guy Way of the House Husband types, where they seem tough and scary on the outside, but are like super soft, squishy home, house husband types on the inside. I haven't actually thought about that before. I also like flirty types, but not the man horror playboy types. I don't like kunderes. I don't like those ice types. I guess I'll say something that goes against their perception of Nishijima's character. But how should I say it? The complete opposite? Let's see, my type. The complete opposite of Nishijima, I guess.
やっぱり。
Senna.
つまりこの穏やかで優しいキラキラ王子とは真逆ってことですよね。
Actually, I do love the not in real life. But
割とオラオラで俺様?
Not in real life, but like in these games, I like the Yakuza-y type bad boy types. They're nice to the main character, but they're like aggressive. Anyway, not in real life though. I stay away from those in real life.
真面目そうだし、自分にないものを相手に求めるっていうからね。
I don't like those in real life. He's gonna bring Senna up, isn't he?
リクくん、残念だったね。
Oh, I wonder if he's gonna start playing the bad boy type. I'm not exactly sure what's happening here, but it's working in my favor, I guess. I like his pouty face. Cute. I'm starting to like him. I didn't like him before, but I'm starting to like him.
ほんと。ここまで真面目な子、久々に見たわ。リクくん、これはちょい厳しいね。
そうですね。僕も男として彼女に見てもらえるよう努力しないと。
There's no need for that.
頑張るんで見ててくださいね、上田さん。
I said there's no need for that. Though this was pointless and tiring, I thought I did a pretty good job of dismissing any weird ideas I might have had. Complete. Woo! These aren't really hard. These are actually pretty easy. You just gotta understand the situation.
ああ、皆さんが冷やかすから彼女に冷たくされちゃいました。付き人やめられちゃったらどうするんですか?
Alright, well, Nishijima, we're gonna stop here. We've been playing for a while. We'll continue being teased by Nishijima and, like, toyed with next time. So, if there are any games or routes you would like me to play, let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!